This is my prized possession right here. This is my 2021 M1 Pro MacBook Pro. The specs on it are the M1 Pro, 16 gigs of RAM, and 1 terabyte of storage. So I absolutely love this computer. It rivals my $2,500 gaming PC that I use for everything else, but this computer allowed me to have the same power as my desktop, but on the go. So I bought this in 2021, right when it came out, because I was still running a 2015 MacBook Air. Don't get me started on that computer. Anyway, this was the perfect upgrade for me. But there was one problem. I love this computer too much. It's like my prized possession. I don't want anything to happen to it. And I'm constantly doing random stuff, like going over to friends' houses, or going over to my girlfriend's place, or traveling, and I wish that I could bring a computer with me. And sometimes I'll even like go to the gym first, then go to a friend's house and stuff like that. And I don't like this laptop sitting in my car or sitting in my locker or anything like that. And I also have like, tax information and other stuff on here. So I decided to get a beater MacBook Pro. Okay. So this one lives at home, or, it will leave my home if I, am going somewhere and need a good computer, or I know it's not going to end up in the elements or sitting in my car. So I bought this one. Yes. Got my Lugal sticker on there. All right. So this MacBook, this is a 2020 M1 MacBook Pro. And until the M4 MacBook Pro recently came out, this was actually the best battery in a MacBook in history, because the M1 uses very little power and this laptop had a pretty good battery in it. Essentially what this computer is for me is a internet machine and a little bit of gaming, but mostly just internet stuff. I don't do too much like heavy computing. I do not edit videos on here, although I could if I wanted to. But I just need this thing to stay charged, full of battery. That's pretty much it. Just for like basic computer tasks, anything I don't want to do on my phone. This is essentially an iPad to me, if it really comes down to it. Anything that someone uses an iPad for, I guess, is what I would use this for. I'm also way less attached to it. I bought it for a few $100s used on eBay. You can see a bit of the wear and tear, like the keys are a little, how they get kind of shiny and worn, but yeah, I just figured bang for buck, this is probably like the best Mac to have just as a secondary Mac. I know most people would never do something like this, but this is what I ended up with. Runs the latest software. It won't do that forever, but as far as the secondary beater Mac goes, this one's pretty good. No case on it. I toss it in my backpack. It sits in my car in the cold. It sits in my gym locker. I'll bring it anywhere and everywhere. I'll bring it to the function. I'll bring it to the coffee shop, whatever. I have way less worry about someone stealing this from me than something like this, because this one looks newer and everything. This one, at first glance, could be one of the older ones. So that's the story of how I got a beater MacBook Pro, I guess. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys will think. Would you guys ever do something like this? Let me know down below. And if you had to get a secondary MacBook Pro, which MacBook Pro would you get? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I also have my M4 Mac Mini over here, which has kind of replaced a lot of this use at home. So I don't know. This thing was just so cheap, dude. It was like the same cost as this. It's the M4. Like, come on. Wow. I love Macs. Also, friendly reminder, put widgets on your Mac. It's so nice. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. And I'll see you in a week or so. Peace.